do significantly more damage in less neutral interactions.
Okay.
So you won't have to worry about too much. You are going to get comboed a lot, but if you can get that one opening, then that's going to, that could lead to a stock significantly earlier than it would for somebody else.
Absolutely. And one thing that pains me about Plankton is big body, big damage, big body DI, and on top of that, one of the craziest recoveries I've seen in this game. You said you haven't really been versed in the Plankton, so you might not know what I'm talking about, but this is some diabolical stuff here.
Yeah. We'll see here. I will say if Rico is able to get in.
Oh my!
Because Senpac does stuff
like
this.
My gosh!
Senpac does stuff like this where he just does not allow a character that struggles to get in. He just doesn't allow them to get in at all. But we're able to find just a little bit of something. But I mean, Senpac is immediately ready for it.
Wow! Grab into grab off the rip. Gonna use Goddard for a nice combo that leads to 100 damage. Senpac gonna take that first stock. What was that, an up strong if I'm not mistaken?
Yeah, just a real quick up strong in to secure that stock. And now, I mean, Rico is having a hard time really kind of finding his footing here. Senpac is just not giving him any room to breathe in the slightest.
Oh no, knocking him right up where Goddard's waiting to continue that combo. God. Oh my lord! Rico just accepting his fate, nodding his head there on the bottom right side of the screen. That's going to be another grab into Goddard, coming out into Slime, but Rico ready for it. Going to try and enter a combo of his own with those mid-range projectiles. Going to keep that distance for Jimmy. Oh my lord.
Just straight to the blast zone with that one. Senpac, this is what I was talking about. We saw Senpac play it earlier as well. I don't remember who exactly he was playing against, but they just were unable to actually get in and do anything, right? Because their character was a little bit slower, I believe, and with these projectiles and whatnot. It was against Patrick. That's who it was. It was against Patrick. It just unable to really get close the distance nearly as much as you would like to. We're gonna go all the way to the other side of the stage there to recover, but I mean, with the way Senpac is playing, it doesn't seem to matter too much because he's just gonna take you all the way to the other side of the blast zone. That's a 4 stock.
Wow. I'm speechless. I mean, at one point the match started. I see grab into grab. I blink. Rico's at 100.
Yeah.
And then 20 seconds later, you see Senpac grinning ear to ear.
Yeah,
with 3 stocks up.
Insane amounts of discipline from Senpac to be able to take 4 stocks pretty consistently. Sorry about that.
Absolutely. And I love what I'm seeing with Goddard, just playing super calm on that stage, protecting his ground, and just sending Rico up to either continue on his own, set himself up for a Goddard continuation, or find a finisher deep off stage. Let's see if Rico can adapt here. Gonna go for the hot spicy sriracha sauce off the rip. Not any meaningful connection though.
Yeah, we are able to take get a little bit of percentage in here, but it feels like Rico is just unable to really get in on anything that Senpac is doing here. Fighting, it feels like Rico is fighting harder to find his footing somewhere so that he doesn't have to deal with Senpac too much, more so than he is actually fighting Senpac.
You see a double recovery, previously, but Jimmy preventing what had just happened, reading Rico like a book, almost like a time machine. Very similar situation there. We're going to see mid-range projectiles here into Goddard, but we have the grab from Rico. Going to try and apply some damage here. But Rico not able to get his footing and prepare for Senpac's recovery with Goddard chilling their left side of the stage. Jimmy going to try and find something here with his projectiles, but Rico able to recover. Let's see if he can snag a stock.
Yeah, and you see Senpac is going to end up losing the stock there, but it doesn't seem to matter too much to him as he's going to fire right back straight from the Angel Plat and just immediately start doing so much damage.
Yeah, that's the stock, yep. I'm going to catch Rico in his recovery, going to send him off stage, preventing that. He's going to be a full stock up now, and what I'm seeing from Rico is he's just W keying right into him. He's trying to close that distance desperately, I might add, and get a meaningful connection that will lead to a combo for him. But right now, that's not what I'm seeing. We're going to have the spicy sriracha connection, but no continuation from there. We really need to see one move from Rico that gets him the value that he's looking for against Jimmy, and it doesn't seem like he's found it.
Yeah, he's just having such a hard time actually getting in, and then once he is in, he's really just not able to capitalize too much before Senpac is just, you know, taking him all the way to the other side of the stage, and you're taking 90, you're taking 80, and next thing you know, it's just not.
Wow, and Rico trying to get that Sriracha sauce out there to get rid of Goddard, but unfortunately it's going to cost him his third stock. Rico on a last stock situation now. Senpac, real cool, calm, collect there, chilling with his dog center stage.
And I don't even blame Rico for trying to get rid of Goddard as much as possible, because Goddard has been doing so much work to prevent Rico from getting very much started. The second he tries to, you know, get in on Senpac, you know, Goddard is right there. Every time he's trying to recover, we see it right now. Senpac sends out Goddard to prevent that as well.
Oh, no.
And we're going to see another unfortunate, just unable to recover as Senpac takes game number 2.
Yeah, Rico not able to space that recovery in the way that he wanted, but I feel like he's recognizing the riskiness that Senpac is displaying by going off stage so consistently. So I feel like Rico is trying to find something in his toolkit that might help him in those interactions, considering they happen so often.
Yep.
Go for another map selection here. Players decide, and they both seem hyped. They both seem excited. Love the sportsmanship here from both individuals.
Yeah, I think we're also running it right back. I believe this is our PS2 equivalent, which, you know, all roads lead back to PS2. Yep, yeah, we're on the PS2 equivalent, so all roads lead back to Pokemon Stadium.
Here,
so
go. Right off the rip here, I mean, Senpac loves going for the grabs against the big body at the start. Gonna send Rico far off stage, gonna put him into recovery mode. Goddard not able to find the connection that he's looking for. Gonna be chilling on the bottom right of the stage. Rico now, but allowing the advantage with the mid-range projectiles. I mean, that's just been Senpac's game plan the entire time, using those projectiles to get the maximum amount of value.
Okay, wait a minute. We're seeing a sign of life coming out from Rico here, as he's able to find such, like, a really nice opening almost immediately. But Senpac is ready for it right away. And I do like that I believe that looks like a neutral B, does stall Plankton in the air for a little bit. And here, oh my gosh, there is Rico able to find something really good aggressiveness off the side there. But unfortunately for him, not able to find the stock, and Senpac is not going to let you, you know, get too much off of that, as he's able to get it down there directly into an upstrong. And now Senpac, it looks like he is so content to just play in your face, knowing now that, you know, okay, so you can get damage out, but can you handle the amount of aggression that I can put out as Jimmy?
Oh my god.
No, you cannot. No, you cannot. No, you cannot.
Senpac there, for a moment you saw his face and the smirk was gone. He was locked in. Rico with a considerable amount of damage behind the first stock that he just lost, but Senpac coming in strong and continuing with that second stock. Gonna bring the smile right back to his face. Rico trying to find some recovery damage here to open up the space, giving him that center stage control. Senpac gonna come right back for it. He's saying, this is my property.
The other thing, too, that is hard for Rico, as Senpac is able to find just another stock here, is that Jimmy is so small. Jimmy feels like a character that is so hard to hit. So on top of being a little bit harder to hit, having such an explosive combo game and these strong, you know, extensions with Goddard and all these other things, that's another 4-stock with another up air. Fantastic stuff for Senpac, as I believe he closes out pools undefeated.
Wow, but again, I'm loving the sportsmanship. Rico just happy to be playing NASB, loving the competition, loving the combo that he's seen.